Jonathan Joyner and the Hunt the Front team announced that they will continue their partnership with JCM Motorsports for the rest of this year with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. They also revealed their World 100 wrap. I wrote this up over at stockcarreport.com. You can find the link in the description below. In a video posted to its YouTube account at the end of last week, Joyner announced this. The plan is to run, we'll go to Eldora, but then also the remainder of the year, we're planning to run the 19M at Knoxville, Pittsburgher, and then back at Eldora for the Dirt Track World Championship. So obviously running a number of races on the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series there. Pretty much all of them, except I think the races that will be at Brownstown where there is a conflict with the Hunt the Front Super Dirt Series. We got some more information and some clarification in the team's most recent YouTube video. Joyner said this: Joseph will be racing with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series 2 nights at Lernerville, Friday and Saturday. First trip to Lernerville. We're looking forward to that. And then we'll stay on the road is the plan and go over to Eldora for the World 100 the next week. And stay tuned on which car gets unloaded and raced there. We actually have some information on that, which we'll get to here in a little bit. He then added, we kind of went over the remaining schedule in the last video. Basically, the plan, the goal is for Joseph, for us to finish out the Lucas season in the 19M JCM Motorsports Rocket. That's the weekends that don't conflict with the Hunt the Front series. So we weren't able to go to Port Royal this last weekend because Hunt the Front was supposed to be at North Georgia. Unfortunately, that got rained out. Anyways, he went on and said, and then in September, we'll be out here at Southern Raceway with the Hunt the Front Super Dirt Series instead of at Brownstown with Lucas Oil. So there's the conflict there. I think there's 2 nights with Hunt the Front at Southern Raceway, and then that is when Lucas is running at Brownstown. I think that's maybe in like the middle of September. I'd have to go back and look. I don't have the schedule in front of me at this time. Anyways, he went on and said, so Lernerville, Knoxville, Pittsburgh, and then back to Eldora for the Dirt Track World Championship in the 19M with the Lucas Oil Series. We're going to be at the World, obviously, in a couple of weeks. We'll let y'all know which car we'll be in. We'll have the JCM Rocket with us. We'll have our Capital with us. And then, obviously, we're going to finish out the Hunt the Front Series with our Capitals. And then also we'll be at Cherokee several times and then several other races as well. So kind of a combined effort here to finish out the year between our stuff and the Hunt the Front Series, JCM and Lucas Oil, and then obviously several other events to finish out the year as well. Would not be surprised if they show up at the World Finals at the dirt track at Charlotte as well with the World of Outlaws. Earlier today, the team went on to reveal its wrap for the World 100, and it is indeed on its capital car. They wrote this here on Facebook, World 100 wrap reveal. We weren't planning to reveal this just yet, but the car headed to Birmingham on an open trailer today. We can't risk somebody spotting it rolling up I-65 or parked at a Buc-ee's fuel pump. So here it is, something new and fresh for the biggest race of the year. And we kind of look at some of these pictures here that they shared. Looks really, really sharp with that white and orange. So kind of keeping with the white, but obviously back with the orange trim instead of the red, white, and blue that they had over the summer. I think it looks pretty good. Should look really good under the lights. I think orange just really pops under the light. It really pops on television as well. Looks really, really good there. But those are some of the photos to look at here. Facebook obviously wanting me to sign in here on this Chrome browser, which I'm not signed in on yet. But yeah, looks really good. Looks really good. And obviously it is on its capital. If you watch the most recent video too, they did kind of say that they were sending some equipment to Birmingham alongside this car, which indicates to me that they're going to be putting maybe some Kubota sponsorships on that JCM 19M car when they're running that with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. So it's possible that if anything happens to this capital, they might bring out the backup being the Rocket, because the Rocket will be at Eldora as well as obviously at Lernerville for this upcoming weekend's Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series race, because they did say, as I said, they're going to be staying on the road as they go from Pennsylvania to Eldora. They're not going to be going back to their shop in Florida. So that is your update on Hunt the Front. They are continuing their partnership with JCM Motorsports. They're going to be racing much of the rest of the year with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Obviously, I think there's that one scheduling conflict with the Hunt the Front Super Dirt Series where they won't be racing. That's at the Brownstown race. Instead, they'll be at Southern Raceway. And so that is how they're going to close out the year. It'll be interesting to see what happens moving forward for next year. Obviously, it would be surprising to see them maybe chase Lucas Oil for the entire year, given the fact there's probably a lot more conflicts with Hunt the Front. But and they wouldn't be in their own series. That could be obviously cause a stir potentially, maybe, but that would be something to look out for. But obviously they are willing to race in the Lucas Oil Series. They are partnering with JCM Motorsports. and they're willing to race in Lucas Oil when they aren't conflicting with Hunt the Front. So that is maybe something that they might do next year. Who knows? We shall see what happens. Obviously, there's still a lot of time. We're still in August, right? There's still a lot of racing left to do for the rest of this year. But let me know what you guys make of their update here. Let me know in the comments below.